you ask watch enthusiasts where watches usually fall short, the answer is almost always the bracelet. Now, some brands obsess over the bracelet, testing, refining and perfecting, whereas others seem to treat it like an afterthought. Now, the dial is what grabs our attention, but it's the case and the bracelet that makes you want to wear the watch again and again. Because a watch can look great, but comfort, durability and how it feels on your wrist, that's what really matters. Now, I spent months testing bracelets from top brands, diving into watch forums and speaking with manufacturers and watch designers. I wanted to truly understand what makes a great bracelet and case, because when the time came, I wanted to make sure the Evermont bracelet was truly world-class at its price point. Now, from my research, there were 3 key qualities needed to make a truly world-class watch case and bracelet: comfort, uniqueness, and durability. And when researching different case sizes for an everyday sports watch, one thing was clear. 38 to 39mm seemed to be that sweet spot that was super comfortable for a wide range of men's wrists. Now, I wanted to try the 38mm Aquaterra on my 7.5-inch wrist just to put this to the test. And it was super comfortable, but it also had presence without feeling too big. So I ordered a 3D model of the 38mm watch case to test it on my wrist to see how it felt. And to be honest, it was great, but it wasn't perfect. And after some reflection, I realized the lyre lugs looked a little bit too thin for my liking. So I extended the watch diameter to 38.4mm and extended the lyre lugs ever so slightly. This should keep the watch at the perfect size for most wrists, but also give the lyre lugs the presence they deserve. Now, I think that personalizing your watch and switching out straps is important if you want to give your everyday watch a fresh look and feel. So with a 20mm lug width, it means the Evermont will fit most straps out there. And with a quick release bracelet, it means you can swap straps effortlessly with no tools required. Now, I also wanted to make sure that the bracelet was designed to include half links. This simply helps to achieve an even more precise fit. And something I realized that was super important to the majority of watch enthusiasts was that their wrists can swell throughout the day sometimes due to temperature and humidity. So I made sure the bracelet had an on-the-fly micro adjustment system, giving you a few extra millimeters throughout the day just in case you need it for the perfect fit. Now, designing a unique watch case is tough because there are so many great designs already out there. But the Evermont was never meant to be loud. It was meant to feel timeless and understated. So I use lyre lugs to help the case feel like it flows effortlessly into the bracelet, creating a smooth and continuous silhouette. The bezel was designed to sit flush with the sapphire crystal, helping to reduce scratches and wear, which is critical for an everyday sports watch. And to tackle scratches further, I applied linear brushing in high contact areas to help hide hairline marks and keep the watch looking newer for longer. I then reinforced the case and the bracelet with our ChronoGuard coating, an advanced surface treatment that makes the Evermont case and bracelet 4 times more scratch resistant and harder than standard steel. And finally, we come to the case back. Now, there's a story about Steve Jobs that I heard around a decade ago, and as a kid he was building a cabinet with his dad when he asked, "Why are we spending so much time finishing the back? Nobody's going to see it or even know." But his dad replied with the perfect response, "Because you'll know." And that philosophy really stuck with me, because while the back of the Evermont will hardly ever see the light of day, I wanted the movement inside to feel just as carefully considered as the dial. But the question is, how do you make a watch movement look just as beautiful as the dial without it costing a fortune?